Welcome to Harmony Baptist Children's Corner. My name is Dave. This is COVID Home Edition 53 for April 18th. Now, I know last week, if you watched, I said it was April 4th, but that was the second week in a row. I said it was for April 4th. It was supposed to be for April 11th. Never mind all that. Today is April 18th. Well, not today because the recording is... This is for April 18th. COVID Home Edition 53 for April 18th. All right. This week, check it out. This week, I got excellent mail. Check this out. Say it here. I got this mail in the mail from a set of twins. Go to our church, Gary and Steve. Yeah, and Gary and Steve brought, I'm sorry, Jasmine and Sienna. Gary and Steve. Yeah, they drew me these pictures, and they're cool. They said, "Oh, we love your stories," and they talked about the one with the underwear. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. Anyway, it was really cool getting this from Jasmine and Sienna. I like twins. Twins is cool. Like, they're twins. I say that they're twins. They're identical twins. My oldest son, married an identical twin, and he says sometimes they try to fool him. Like they'll, pretend to be the other one. And I said to him, well, all you gotta do is just kiss her. Because if it's a sister, she's not gonna want you to do it. And if she does let you do it, then her sister's gonna be mad at her. So, what about you guys, Jasmine, Sienna? Do you guys ever try to fool your mom? Yeah? Or Jared, I bet you, I bet you try to fool Jared, don't you? And I bet you it works on him sometimes. Yeah, so identical twins, that's cool. Now, identical twins, it's now fraternal twins, that's the other one, fraternal twins. That's where they're not identical. And that could be if it's like a genetic thing. If your parents have fraternal twins, or they are fraternal twins, there's a good chance you could have fraternal twins. But identical twins, that's just like a freak of nature. The egg splits in two, and they both, and then there's two of them, and they're identical. And they have, identical to the point where they have the identical DNA, the same DNA, such that if they ever went to court, and this is true, if they went to court, and the only evidence against them was DNA, they couldn't convict them because there's another one that has the same DNA. Now they could convict them if they got fingerprints, because apparently their fingerprints are different. But if it's just DNA, their DNA is identical. I think that's really neat, that whole identical thing. Other things about that, they say, now I don't know about these two, our two, but they say that sometimes identical twins can feel each other's, Identical twins, first of all, you can't have a boy and a girl. It has to be the same, because it was an egg split too, so it's the same, So you got either two girls or two boys. But they say that they can feel each other's pain sometimes. Like they definitely finish each other's sentences. They definitely think alike. There's stories of where, and I know from my daughter-in-law, where her twin sister will be in Toronto and she's living here or at home in wherever, but she'll buy some clothes and the sister will buy some clothes, and they'll be identical, not only identical clothes, but identical colors. They'll go to a restaurant like this one here and this one's here. They'll both order the same meal. I don't know whether that's just because they grew up in the same house and they're used to the same things, or whether there's really something about them, that just makes them like that, And like I said, sometimes they claim to feel each other's pain. Like one will break an arm and the other will go, I don't know, what happened there, Or there's stories of identical twins where one was in America and one was in England, and the one in England was having a baby and the one in America got labor pains. That's weird, Now, scientists have tried to follow this up. And they've tried to, whether it's true or not, and they can never prove anything. Never. They've never been able to say, yes, that happens. It's something they can't prove. But there's enough stories out there that I believe there's something between identical twins. That's kind of neat. I feel they can feel pain from, like Sienna's mom, Jasmine did something wrong over there, and Sienna's standing right here. Sienna could say, Jasmine, wrong! Smack Sienna, and Jasmine feel it. It wouldn't be fair to poor Sienna. You want to try that? Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'm sure they never get smacked. I'm sure they're wonderful, wonderful children who never do anything wrong, ever. Because, look, they send lovely letters like that. But what that reminds me of, the whole feeling each other's pain, that reminds me of voodoo dolls. You ever heard of a voodoo doll? A voodoo doll is where the person gets something that, like a doll, maybe go get a Barbie or a Ken doll and dress it up in the clothes of that person, and supposedly, no, not like their clothes, but like something near the same, and then apparently you get something that's of theirs, like a hair or like, I don't know, a fingernail or something, and you put it on maybe a handkerchief or something, and you put it around them or whatever, and then you can like hurt them by doing things to this doll. That's called voodoo. Now, not to say that this looks like me, but when one of the girls on my crew one year, she made this. So I just kind of thought, well, this is really sharp, and we got here a bobby pin. Let's just check it out. Oh, all right. Let's just, okay, how about we do it right down here? Ow. No, I'm just spoofing. Really? Can't. Oh, no, poor little Snoopy. But yeah, that's what, feeling the pain of somebody else. Now, what that reminds me of is Jesus. Not that Jesus believed in voodoo dolls, but what Jesus said was, if you, while you're out there living your life, if you, if you help somebody who's poor, or you give food to somebody who's hungry, or if you give some clothes to somebody who needs some clothes, or if you go visit someone who's sick, or if you go visit someone who's in prison, it's like you did it for me. And I'm like, what? When would Jesus ever be in prison? Like, no, and hungry, like he can make food, but he said, it's not me, but it's like you're doing it for me. When you do it for somebody, the least of these, somebody who needs it, needs food, needs help, needs clothes, needs a visit, when you do it for them, it's like you're doing it for me. And who wouldn't go visit Jesus? Who wouldn't give Jesus a sandwich? If Jesus was standing on the street corner, standing there with a sign that said, got no place to go, just hungry, wouldn't you say, oh, it's Jesus, we better get him some food? I think so, yeah. Like, let's get something. I'm not saying give him money, because sometimes, but if you got something like a gift card to McDonald's or something for $5, or maybe buy a bunch of $5 gift cards, just have them there in your car ready, And this is one of those things that it's what Jesus said. When you do for the least of these, and these people are the least of, people who are homeless, people who are, they need clothes, they need food, they need a place to stay, they're sick, and they've got nowhere to be sick. These people need our help. And Jesus said, when you do it for them, you're doing it for me. Not like a voodoo doll. And not like twins. It's like Jesus. You're doing it for Jesus. Who wouldn't do that for Jesus? So, think about that. When you help somebody else out, you're helping Jesus. That makes me want to help a lot more. Sound good? Sound good. All right, well, take care. I'll see you next week. Ciao.